So, Kerry Walker, 1st of November 2019. The underfloor system is not working. So, on first review, this video is going to describe what the problems are. Firstly, a brief description of how the underfloor should work. So what should happen is when you have all the thermostats are wired in here, and when the thermostat comes on in a room, it should do three things. It should send a signal to here and light up a red light here. We can see, I'm not sure if we can see it on the video, but the red light is on in that one and not on that one. When the red light comes on, it does then three things. It opens the valves, these valves, to the areas where the stat is. So it will open the valve here to allow hot water to flow into the underfloor area in question. And it does two more things. It sends a signal via this module to the pump to start the circulation, and another signal to the boiler outside to start up. So the first thing we notice is this module is not working. It's not sending the signal to the boiler, to the circulation pump or the boiler when we get a thermostat on. So I have now bypassed this module temporarily, and we're going to work the controls off the timer upstairs. There's a timer which controls the power to the underfloor, and that's what we're going to use for the next 24 hours. So that, the way I've shorted these out here, eliminates the need for that module. And also I've taken off these actuator heads off all the underfloor loops, and when they are removed, we get flow in all of them. So in actual fact, when this pin is up, we have full flow in the zones. So now we should have, over the next 24 hours, we should get heat into the floor in all the areas. And then the final problem here is that we have no labeling on the loops. So I'll be making a separate video on how we're going to get over that problem, and it's partly a task for the owner over a week or so. So what we would normally do is, if we fictitiously say that these two are the kitchen area and this one is, let's say, the little office. When the stat for the kitchen, if the stat for the kitchen was wired back to number 1 here, for instance, that light would come on when the kitchen stat light comes on, and we would then wire in the two zones here, these two actuators, into the two kitchen ones area, and that stat would let water flow. But we have no labeling here on any of the system to show which loop is going to which part of the house. So that will be a task that needs to be done over the next week or so, week or two, to turn on one of these at a time, and I'm going to do a separate video and show how to do that. That's it. That's the summary of the problem. Module here not working. All the wiring is incorrect. You have 6 stats, and actually, sorry, I forgot to mention, all of these actuator heads were wired into the first 3 stats. So there were 3 stats that did absolutely nothing apart from trigger the boiler, but they didn't turn on any of these. And then there were 3 stats that did them all. So the wiring has been off since day 1 also.